Oh, hi, Kukla. Come sit. Let's talk. Some truths don't shout. They sit quietly until you're ready to admit them. Here's one. If you're thinking about starting over after 40, that's not random. It's not impulsive. It's not a midlife crisis. It's awareness. And awareness doesn't go away just because it's inconvenient. Let's talk about it. You've been told it's too late. Too late to leave. Too late to pivot. Too late to want something different. That sounds mature, right? It even sounds wise. But most of the time, it's fear that learned how to sound reasonable. Truth is, it's not too late. But it is uncomfortable. But discomfort is what happens when comfort expires. If you sit in your car before work, engine off, hands on the steering wheel, till you check your phone once, twice, even though there's nothing new, you're not stalling because you're lazy. You're stalling because you know. The building hasn't changed, but your tolerance has. When did this become my life? That question is not dramatic. It's decisive. Once you see misalignment, staying requires pretending. And you are too aware for that now. At 25, risk feels exciting, even romantic sometimes. At 45, it feels irresponsible. Now you have history, a resume, a mortgage, people watching. So you don't leap. You justify. You call it stability. But stability without alignment becomes erosion. So you stay in jobs that shrink you, relationships that feel neutral, rooms you've already outgrown. And you label it maturity. Sometimes it is. But sometimes it's fear dressed professionally. Now let's make this simple. If nothing changed for the next 10 years, would you respect the person you become? Not tolerate, respect. If that question tightens in your chest, that's information. You're at dinner with friends. Everyone's talking about promotions, renovations, retirement plans. You smile and nod, but inside you're thinking, I don't want more of this. I want different. You don't say it out loud because at this age, certainty is expected. But growth doesn't disappear just because the calendar moved forward. You're not afraid of starting over. You're afraid of being seen recalibrating. You don't want beginner energy again. You don't want to explain your pivot. You don't want raised eyebrows. But life doesn't move in straight lines. It moves in chapters. And some chapters end because you evolved, not because you failed. Starting over is not chaos. It's refinement. You wake up in the middle of the night. You look at the clock. It's 2:17 a.m. No crisis, no emergency, just a thought that won't settle. This can't be it. Not in a dramatic way, in a clear way. That's not instability. That's alignment trying to surface. Now, at 25, you build identity from potential. But at 45, you build from truth. You remove performance, you reduce noise, you stop negotiating your standards. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about no longer tolerating what isn't you. Failure is loud. Regret is quiet. And quiet regret lingers. You can survive embarrassment. You can survive rebuilding. But living with the I knew better, I should have, I wish I had, that sticks. That hesitation in the car, that wasn't weakness. It was clarity. Starting over after 40 isn't brave. It's honest. It's the moment you stop protecting your image and start protecting your peace. You are not too old. You are too aware to keep performing a life that no longer fits. And next time, we need to talk about what you're afraid of. And Kukla, you don't have to rush, but you do have to be honest. I'll see you in your second act. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more conversations about midlife clarity, reinvention, and building your second act with honesty. And share this with someone who needs to hear it's not too late.